Memorial Stadium. Is there really anything better than immersing yourself in football all afternoon on a Saturday? And we continue with this one. It's the Georgia Tech Yellow Jackets and the Texas Longhorns. Along with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. Holly Rowe is down on the sideline.
The Texas Longhorns enter this season with a ton of optimism. Coming off a 10-win year last year in a season where their young quarterback, Arch Manning, took significant steps ahead. They are so excited to see if they can improve and get back to the college football playoff this season. The offensive line grew from last year. More experience for this great young quarterback. We'll see if Arch Manning can take another step this season. Guys, back to you.
Thank you, Holly. Really looking forward to this matchup. The Yellow Jackets will kick off first, and here we go. He'll start the return inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Here's Brown to begin the drive. Stacked up after gaining a couple to the 23.
You know, God bless Texas, because they can lose great running backs, and they just go into the portal and they get a great running back. Oh, no. They got 2 great running backs. To get Smothers, to get Brown to come over, obviously guys with experience at big-time universities. I expect Texas to be able to run the football and, Jesse, have one of the best 1-2 punches in all of college football.
Yeah, I mean, they want to come play with Arch Manning, let's be honest. And they know it's an offense that defenses are going to be worried about the deep ball, throwing it downfield. So a lot of soft boxes to run into. And there's really no excuse for why these running backs shouldn't absolutely stat it up this year. Steve Sarkisian told us they're going to be committed to running the football and having balance. Because of those names you just mentioned, we're expecting this running game to be elite. Love the decision-making by the quarterback there on the RPO play. Defense took everything away deep down the field, so just check it down, get it to your guy in the right flat, and let him go get yards.
They'll snap this one from the 32. It's first down. Hand off for Brown. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. The offense will gladly take a fresh set of downs after the penalty. They'll run it out of the gun with Brown. He's knocked down at the 34, but they're sort of hitting them in the mouth with a 6-yard pickup there.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
Got 6 on first down. Now a lot of options on 2nd and 4. Arch is going to throw for it. Fires to the wideout. Got a man in the middle. There was tight coverage, but a perfect throw and catch, and they've got it at the 9, first and goal.
Well, we knew coming into this one, the passing attack, they were going to attack all areas of the field, and right out of the gate, first drive, they go deep down the middle of the field, and they come up with a big one.
Wrestled down at the 8-yard line as they threaten deep in the red zone.
And I'm good with it. I like what the offense is doing. Be physical. I don't need to get pass happy down here on 1st and goal. Nice job believing in my running game, and maybe I stick to it for another play or 2.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Dropping back, it's Manning. Fired that thing out in a heartbeat, but it's incomplete.
You got great field position here. You got to pay it off. Who is your go-to receiver that can make a play in this situation?
It's 3rd and goal and 3rd and long. Manning from the gun on 3rd down. Throw into the end zone, and it's picked off. Not the way you want to start your first drive, and the defense forces a turnover. So the opening drive of the game, and you spit it up. That's not the way to get things started.
Coaches are always preaching about not committing penalties and winning the turnover battle. So you're able to go on this first drive, and you're doing a couple positive things, and then turn it over, not the start this offense wanted.
Running inside, it's Hosley. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
And that's why he is an all-American caliber player. He is just so physical and dominant against the run. He's able to shed blockers, use his athleticism, use his speed, get to the ball carrier and bring him down. Simply one of the best box defenders you're going to find in the entire country.
And his throw is incomplete. Well, the timing on that throw and on the route was just convoluted and messed up from the beginning.
And you see quarterbacks and wide receivers in the offseason always working on timing and always working on throwing on air. But when you put a defense in front of them, now things start to speed up a little bit. A lot of times you'll see these little mistakes and where it looks like just they're not on the same page all the time.
On 3rd down, he drops to throw. And the quarterback is knocked down back in the 13. Just a great job defensively, making him go through his progressions, and he really didn't have time to do it.
And that's exactly what you do in zone coverage. You drop in your spots, you read the quarterback's eyes, make sure you take away that quick stuff, and a great job rushing the passer and getting the sack.
From midfield, looking for room. Returns like that are why you don't settle for the fair catch if you don't have to. Picks up just a little bit of yards to help out the O. The Longhorns sending the offense back onto the field. That last drive was a punch in the gut, throwing the pick in the red zone, Jesse.
Yeah, and it just seemed like there was some miscommunication down there in the red zone. David, this drive, the QB and receivers just have to do a better job being on the same page.
Yeah, and I think you pull the positives, right? We moved the football down the field. We had a chance to score, but we can't let those opportunities slip between our hands. Let's go get some points.
Well, the offense is trying to go counter, but the defense blows it up, and they do it by getting penetration up the middle, setting up the tackle for loss.
After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. To throw, Manning. Snagged in the middle, it's Rocket. Gets it all the way inside the 20-yard line to the 19 before being hauled down.
Nice job by the quarterback and receiver there working on the crossing route. And a big thing for the quarterback there, you've got to be able to give your receiver time to work through all the traffic, get by the linebackers in the middle of the field, and work all the way over to the other side. The offensive line has to give the quarterback time, and the QB's got to be patient, but it all worked out perfectly, and they're able to get a big play.
That one takes it down to the 13-yard line.
Well, the defense playing zone coverage there. They're taking away all of the QB's primary options down the field, so he has to check it down to the drag running underneath.
Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. A give to Brown. He's tackled right at the 10-yard line, and they're trying to cash in on this drive. Not a lot of ground to cover and not much to defend. A big 3rd down in the red zone. They'll try to run for it. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Longhorns! Smokey the Cannon not the only one using explosives around here, and it has electrified this Longhorn crowd.
Now, I mean, coming out on point, coming out dissecting the defense, scoring early in front of this crowd. You know good and well, all these fans love their school. Texas has got so much pride. This gets them going early.
Timeout taken by the Yellow Jackets. That'll be their first. After using an early one, 2 left for them to spend. That one bounds through the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Out of the crowd, and now he's got room. Forges ahead, picks up about 3 to the 29.
You know, these little 1 to 2, 3-yard gains early, they're like body blows in a boxing match, and those gains become 10, 12, 15-yarders as the game goes on, and they wear this defense down.
After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Dropping back, it's Mendoza. Escapes the pressure going right. Now he'll turn one loose back to the middle. He's got it along the sideline.
Man, and one of the reasons this guy's dangerous is because if things get off schedule, he can still hurt you. There was no panic, right? He's not just going to take off and go running. He kept his focus downfield, spotted an open guy, and, man, delivered a strike.
And the Yellow Jackets peeled off a huge chunk of yardage through the air and now back to the line. They'll send the back in motion. And a nice run there before the defense finally makes the stop. The Yellow Jackets headed quickly to the line.
And you're seeing the offense now mix up the tempos. After a successful run, they're now going hurry up.
Pulled down for the tackle. Guys, it is Texas who holds the lead. We've played one. Before we move on, let's have a look at the stats. Heading in the opposite directions now as we crank it up in the second. So they go back to work after the break, and it is 3rd down. They'll try to bully their way for the first. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
Well, obviously the offense went 3 and out on their last drive. They're having a little bit more success here. That was a nice run, and I think that's the key, guys. If they're able to run the football, they're going to be able to stay on the field. And I think that's something you want to think more about if you're the play caller on offense.
They'll ride the hot hand. And he'll lose yardage on this play. Loses 2 yards. Great job by the defense.
And, man, it's nice to have a guy that is just better than your guys. And no matter what play you call, man, how about him getting in the backfield quick, penetrating, using his quickness, and using his strength to get him to the ground. That is a ball.
After that last loss, it's 2nd and 12. Dropping back, it's Mendoza. Unloads to the wideout. Grabbed over the middle, it's made. He'll be stopped at the 6-yard line, but what a job picking up yardage after the catch. And the Yellow Jackets will try to punch it in on 1st and goal. sends it back in motion. Back's going for the goal line. And he surges across the line. Touchdown, Georgia Tech! Extra point here will tie the game.
And this running back is so dangerous down close to the end zone. He's got wiggle, he's got great vision and burst, and he showed all of those attributes right there.
And he makes the extra point. That might be overdoing it, keeping it away from the return man as the kickoff goes out of bounds. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Madness. Oh, he's going to try to hit him deep. Goes high to pull it in. Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the first down.
That's a nice looking catch on that play. And I know Texas is known for DBs, and they're known for having really good running backs. Not a lot of great receivers over the years. I'll tell you what, though, this guy has really showed up in this game. He's making plays, and I know they want to continue to build a legacy at this position here in this program.
Inside, it smothers. Hard running there. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the first down.
Well, it didn't take this offense very long, man. They're an explosive play waiting to happen. It doesn't have to come from throwing the football. As you see, sometimes simple enough, turn around, hand it off, let your running back go do the work. That's an explosive play. Just the second play of the drive, and already they're in the red zone.
Down to the 16-yard line. It's 1st and 10. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Throwing Manning. The screen, he can go. Now the connection takes it to the 11.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. That's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. To throw, it's Manning. He's got it on the move. Crisp execution in the passing game, and they've got it down to the 3.
Yeah, great catch, but great read. I love the quarterback understanding. You're going to see the blitz. I'm going to get the ball to my running back quickly, let him get the first down. Nice job by the quarterback seeing that really fast.
Fires to the tight end. Touchdown, Longhorn! And they take it in for 6 more points. Field shrinks, tight end grows. Big targets, big results.
I've never heard it put that way, but you're dang right. That guy is so big. A lot of times you get a DB matched up on him. He can just post him up. A linebacker, he can run by him. So that's why these tight ends are so dangerous down here in this red zone.
Georgia Tech spins its 2nd timeout. They're down to 1 timeout left in the half. And he takes this from inside the 5. And good work by the coverage team to knock down the return man. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. Incomplete, and man, is he lucky to get that one back. Defense that close to an interception.
Well, it's a nice job by the quarterback getting the ball out of his hands quickly on that RPO. He saw something he liked, just not on the same page with his receiver.
Back to throw, it's Mendoza. Got a man, it's May. Oh, he's got some space.
And I think this receiver's forte is his route running. He's a guy that can line up all over the field, but it's not just catching post routes and goes. This guy can run shallows, he can run slants, he can run the option routes and find soft spots in the defense. This guy really has all the routes in his toolbox.
DKR heating up and trying to make third down impossible here. They'll try to move the chains on the ground. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down.
3rd and inches, everybody knows what's coming, but it's so dang hard to stop it. You better get penetration with that defensive line. They didn't do a good enough job. Running back falls forward and does his job.
Down to 2 minutes to play in the half, and the referees signal for the 2-minute timeout. The Yellow Jackets getting set on 1st and 10. Gets the back moving. Looking to throw on 1st down. And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18.
How nice is it as a defense when you can drop 7 guys into coverage, only rush 4, and still get home? That makes you feel good if you're the D coordinator.
And the Yellow Jackets trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Could be an alley. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a 1st down.
And as you start to settle into games as a play call, you start to figure out what works and what doesn't work. And they really got to find a way to get this running game going. They haven't figured it out yet. Like, maybe get the ball more on the perimeter. You know, find a way to get the ball to your running back in space. This offense really has to find a way to get the ground game going.
Looking to throw, it's Mendoza. Finds a man on the right. And he'll go down, but not before the big pickup and the 1st down.
Excellent throw by the quarterback. Found the window between the zones and then delivered the ball on time.
The Yellow Jackets go back to work after moving the chains through the air. Looking downfield on 1st down. Makes the catch. It's May. There he goes. Down to the 26-yard line before they ride him out of bounds, and this defense is on its heels.
And, man, you love to see that from this offense, coming out and answering, right? Like putting a drive together. Their defense just gave up a touchdown, but you want to snatch the momentum back. Nice job putting a little bit of a drive together. Now let's go cap this thing off with a touchdown.
And the Yellow Jackets, after moving the sticks through the air, come to the line. Looking to throw on 1st down. Got him downfield. They make the stop at the 5-yard line, and they've got it 1st and goal.
Well, this is an offensive coordinator that has a lot of confidence in his guys, and you can see that from the play calling. They were backed up all the way down near their goal line at the start of this drive, but they've stayed aggressive the entire time, putting the trust and confidence in his quarterback, in his players, to get it done. They've moved this thing all the way down the field, and now they've completely flipped it. They're now at the goal line of the opponent. You gotta love what you've seen from this offense.
Quarterback will keep it. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Yellow Jackets!
Nice job putting a drive together. Nice job punctuating the end of the 1st half. There's still some time left, Palmer, but they can tie this thing up right now.
Yeah, and this is a staff that has so much confidence in their offense. I like staying aggressive right here, going for 2, taking the lead into halftime, and putting a ton of pressure on the opponent.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Here's Manning to throw. Looking for his man. Makes the grab. It smothers. And he was off to the races, and he gets it to the 45. The Longhorns are in the hurry-up. Looking to throw. It's Manning. Under fire. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
Hey, man, if you're going to force incompletions when the QB's thrown to the tight end, you better be physical. Nice job with the hit, forcing that incompletion.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. That one comes out hot down the right side. Touchdown, Texans! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
Man, I just love the execution by this offense. Late in the half, man, you want to take the lead. You want to get that momentum on your side, and they do it. They finish it with the passing game. I'll tell you what, keep that passing game up. You can keep this lead, keep the momentum, and keep putting up numbers.
And with the extra point, the score is now 21-14. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And the finisher coming courtesy of that touchdown toss from 45 yards out. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. They'll grab the squib kick just inside the 10. And the tackle is made on the return, but a penalty flag has flown, and I think they may be backing it up a bit. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Wants to throw on first down. Here comes the heat. The pass is incomplete, and there are 2 ticks remaining on the clock.
And the QB leaves the pocket, and he scrambles out, and he goes to his right. And I love how he keeps his eyes down the field, trying to make a play, trying to throw the football with the relentless chase. I love it. Getting to the quarterback. He throws an inaccurate pass because he gets whacked as he throws the football. Nice job chasing by the defense.
One more play before the teams head to the locker rooms. Scanning the field, it's Mendoza. Pocket breaking down. They got it. Great pressure by this defense. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Ben, thanks. A busy day, so let's waste no time and get you updated on Week 3 action around college football. We begin with Louisville taking on the number 11 team, the SMU Mustangs. And it's the Cardinals looking for a 3rd straight victory today following that Week 1 defeat. And they're on top right now against another solid team. This outcome today could define each of their seasons. Here now, some other games you may have interest in, and social media has some sharp opinions about the state of things right now.
That ball skips through the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 25-yard line. Timeout taken by the Yellow Jackets. That'll be their first. And that will leave them with just 2 timeouts to use the rest of the way. Finding open areas. picks up the first down. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
Hey, finally, we see a nice gain. That's his best run of the game. And this offense works best when he is going. And then you can throw the passing game and the play action, and there's more balance. So maybe that's a sight of things to come. Maybe they can get this thing going and get back in this football game.
Open the drive with a chunk play out past the 40, and they are in business on first down. Here comes the jet sweep. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. So now it's second and long. Back to throw, it's Mendoza. Makes the grab over the middle. Nowhere to run, nowhere to hide, only a place to be tackled immediately. Following the play, there is a yellow jacket who is shaken up. That is their senior starting wide receiver who the training staff is looking at, and Holly Rowe will get us up to date on his condition. Horns up and ready to hook them. Serious noise on third down in DKR. He's got him. And they bring him down quickly, but a good gain there.
Take the profit, right? Pitch and catch. Defense and zone coverage. Receivers got some access. Just spit it out to him. Let him catch it, advance, and get what he can get.
Boy, if they don't convert this fourth down, there will be questions to be answered. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. They stop him short of the marker, and they'll turn it over on downs.
What a big stop for this defense in the second half around midfield. You can set your offense up for success right here on this drive by getting that big fourth down stop.
So now the Longhorns take over, and they'll send out the offense. Look out, he's got room.
And that would be the definition of first down success. Putting yourself in a good position. It's second and inches. I can do whatever I want next. I can take a shot down the field. I can run the football and get a new set of downs. Like, nice first down execution.
The Longhorns have their whole playbook open here on second and inches. He'll try it again. They make the stop, and he'll have enough yardage for a first down.
It's great awareness by the running back, understanding where the first down marker is and doing whatever it takes to get it.
They're down to the 35 on 1st and 10. Here's Arts to throw. Taken in on the right side by Coleman. And the Longhorns can really attack on this second and short. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Smothers. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down.
Yeah, and it's so nice. Don't overthink it, right? Just hand it off, get the first down, new set of downs, let's go.
And the Longhorns are marching down the field. Manning on play action. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And finally, the defense is able to get some pressure on this quarterback. They had been trying all game long, different ways to affect him. Weren't able to get there. But on that play, because of the pressure, it affected his accuracy, and that's why the ball falls incomplete.
Manning. Looking to the big tight end. Got it. Makes the catch with defenders everywhere. And now the defense backed up with a 1st and goal from the 5.
And it's just nice, man, to have a big tight end that can work the middle of the field. Like, I can throw it over linebackers' heads, and he's big enough to really be a target before it gets to the safeties. And they run these post patterns, man, and when you throw them on time, they're extremely hard to stop.
Nothing doing, and he was lucky to get back to the line of scrimmage at 2nd and goal.
First down and goal, I bet you the percentages are really high for run, and this defense was ready for it. They got to match the physicality right here, right now in this situation.
Picked up some of what they needed on first down. Now it's 2nd and goal from the 5. They'll move the wide receiver. Touchdown, Texas! The offense cashing it in on that drive.
And you gotta love seeing that if you're the head coach of this team, right? You always want to see your team start fast early in games and then also start fast at the beginning of the third quarter. You had a big lead, you take the ball right away here in the second half, you drive it down the field, and you score. This offense has been dialed in right from the get-go. It's been very impressive to watch.
Oh, look at... And he loses the football on the return. Recovered by the kicking team.
Kick returners usually have to have that home run ability, the ability to take it to the house 100-plus yards. But it's also a tough skill because you've got all these guys flying down the field so fast, and sometimes you get a big hit and ball security becomes an issue.
So Texas has it again, and here comes the offense. Ball security always paramount. That football must be riveted to your rib cage, Jesse, and it wasn't last time.
And look, he knows that that happens again. He's going to find himself on the sideline. So this is going to be a dude very motivated to make some plays on this drive day.
Yeah, and I think it's frustrating, but you got to put it behind you. You got to move on. And this offense has to go through him anyways. You got to be able to run the football and have some balance.
And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
Well, on offense, no doubt, right? You've had success. You're throwing some tutties. Why not keep throwing it? They're going to keep being aggressive. You're going to have to do a better job, though, keeping this quarterback standing up.
Third play of the drive, and they need to make something happen here on 3rd and long. Manning from the gun on 3rd down. Gliding to the right, still trying to make a play. And it's knocked away, incomplete on 3rd down.
Well, this is a disappointing drive for the offense, considering where this drive started, in their opponent territory. Now you're 4th and long. You've got to be better throwing the football in those types of situations.
It's good, and that was dead solid perfect. And now the lead is extending a little further.
And you want a touchdown, and you want to be aggressive, but, man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
Oh, look at Mr. Hands taking the squibber inside the 30. They'll start this drive at the 33-yard line. This is a designed run.
And it's not sexy, and it's not these long plays all the time. But this QB does such a good job of picking up 4 to 5 and making it where you're always ahead of the sticks and just letting you know, we'll run it. We'll take advantage of this guy's speed, and we're going to make you defend him throughout this football game.
It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. He's knocked down, but what a play to come up with the interception.
Now, teams that play cover one at an elite level have an elite guy in the middle of the field that he's playing zone, everybody else playing man, and he can cover so much ground. You watch him run, he breaks on the football when he needs to, goes and makes the big interception.
And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down.
Well, the offense has had their way all game long up to this point. Finally, the defense is able to make a play. And I'll tell you, after that hit, that receiver, he's going to be thinking twice about running that route again.
Working well behind the sticks on second down. Arch is going to throw for it. The short hands, it smothers. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line.
Man, they've been scoring a lot of points. When you've got the skill and you've got the speed outside at wide receiver, that's why. And here we are in the second half, and nothing's changing. If they can't cover us, we're going to keep taking shots, and that's what you got to do. This quarterback right now, he's in a beautiful rhythm. He's seeing the field. The game looks slow to him right now, and he's executing at an incredibly high level. And these receivers outside, man, they are winning each and every time.
Man, you put those slot receivers in there, and here's why you do it. You back them off the football a lot of times, but who's guarding them? A lot of times those are linebackers. Those are safeties. You get those good matchups where you can feature one of your speedsters, and a lot of times good things happen.
And he's got enough for a first down. Now to see if they have enough time to snap it again here in the third. Guys, it is Texas who holds the lead, and they've built a comfortable lead after 3 quarters of play. Let's take a look at how we've gotten here. Just about ready to go in the fourth, and we'll see if any drama can be mustered. They go back to work with the first down in the final period of this one. To the ground, he's got it again. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10.
That back had absolutely nowhere to run the football. Actually, is he counting? I think he's counting to make sure there's only 11 guys on defense.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. To throw, Manning. Unloads it downfield. Got it down the field. And you can see the offense just feeling itself. They've got it down to the 21. Looking to pass. It's Manning. Throws to the wideout. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down.
I'm a little bit surprised they're still throwing the football here this late in the game with this kind of lead. They're on first down, taking a shot, falls incomplete, but obviously they're still seeing matchups that they want to take advantage of in the back end of this defense, so they're letting it fly.
After the incompletion, back to the passing game. Starting to feel a little pressure. And he's left with no option. He just threw it away.
A nice job by the quarterback there. You're outside the pocket, nobody's open, so you throw the ball away knowing that you still have more chances to get this first down.
They were really starting to put a drive together. And after a couple of incompletions, now they need a big play on 3rd and 10. Going to work in the air, it's Manning. That pass is well off target. He got hit as he was trying to throw, and they can't convert on 3rd down.
QBs and receivers on 3rd down, everything has to happen just a split second sooner. You're expecting pressure, the quarterback gets hit, just not on the same page with his target.
No good. Had a chance to make this lead 20, but we're still sitting on a 17.
And sometimes I just feel like 4th down, man, just go for it every time. Like the field goal miss-make rate. And listen, kickers have improved the last couple of years, but you left some points off the scoreboard there.
Makes the grab. Found a little bit of room to operate, but he'll be stopped just short of the first down. Following the play, there is a Yellow Jacket who is shaken up. That is their sophomore quarterback who's shaken up. Holly Rowe will check on him. The Yellow Jackets with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. And they'll stop him just short of the first down, just inches away from moving the sticks.
You know, this offensive line, they just got to hold their blocks a little bit longer. This offense likes to run their quarterback on design plays. If you can just give him a little crease, he can take it the distance, but they couldn't get it done there.
And the Yellow Jackets come to the line needing just inches for the first down. They'll throw on 3rd and short. It's complete. Breaks into the open. He'll have enough to move the chains. It's first down at the 38. No huddle offense to the line.
When offenses get first downs like this and they move the sticks and they get some momentum, look at what they do. They put their foot on the gas, run this no huddle, get to the line of scrimmage, and try to capitalize.
The Yellow Jackets racing to the line in the hurry-up.
I like this idea by the offense going hurry up here. You just had a very nice run. Let's get back up to the line of scrimmage and go fast.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down.
And this is a tough time for this offense because you're in passing mode. You're in comeback mode, and what is that? The defense knows that. Like, they're pinning their ears back. They're coming after the quarterback, and you've already struggled protecting your guy today and creating those explosive plays. This offense is going to have to buckle up and really protect their guy up front.
That'll be enough for a first down as he crosses the 50 and gets it to the 48.
Well, you got to be able to turn the page quickly on defense. Just gave up a first down on the ground, but here comes tempo. You've got to get lined up.
Following the play, there is a Yellow Jacket who is shaken up. Training staff is out there tending to the injured player, and we will step aside. They'll line up with trips to the right side on 2nd and 6. Wants to throw. It's Mendoza. And they're not on the same page there.
And I'm just not sure where to put the blame. And I know they're going to lose this football game. They've struggled, and he's been sacked. I know he's turned it over and thrown an interception, but they haven't been in sync, and nobody's played really great, and they've got to find an identity on this offense moving forward.
On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. He puts a lot of air under it down the sideline. And they wanted it all on 3rd down, but now dealing with 4th down.
One of the biggest reasons today why this offense is losing in the game is they haven't been able to get it going throwing the football. This guy still has not thrown a touchdown pass. They thought coming into this game they were going to have tons of success throwing it, but you got to give the defense credit. They watched the film. They've been mixing up their looks defensively, trying to confuse this quarterback, and again, on that last deep shot, it falls incomplete.
On 4th down, they'll try to throw it. Makes the grab, he's got a first down. And that's where they'll mark him, but a very productive play, and they'll move the chains.
Well, you got to think here offensively that you may have 2 more possessions in this game. You can still win, but you've got to be aggressive. You've got to start taking shots vertically down the field, throwing to your best players.
Finally, some signs of life from this offense, which has done nothing in the second half. It's 1st and 10. Wants to throw it again. A little screen to the running back. He'll be stopped just short of the end zone, but they'll have it 1st and goal. And the Yellow Jackets in the hurry-up. Defense wants to bring the heat. They'll keep it on the ground for 1st and goal. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. They lost ground on 1st down, now 2nd and goal from the 5. To the air, it's Mendoza. Looking to get it in. He's all the way down to the 2-yard line. Just spectacular execution there.
Well, short completion setting up 3rd down now. Who is your best playmaker that you can target in this area of the field?
And they'll come to the line and try to draw a little bit closer on 3rd and goal. Quarterback keeps it. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Georgia Tech! Getting set for the point after. And the PAT will draw them 1 point closer. They held the ball for 15 plays on that touchdown drive and finished the deal with the short touchdown run from the 2. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. On this possession. They built up some time of possession with that last drive, but couldn't turn it into points with the missed field goal. We'll see if they can put something on the board this time. He's out of bounds after a short gain, and that'll take us to the 2-minute timeout. No reason to do anything here except keep it on the ground on 2nd and 5. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Townsend. Still on his feet at the 45. Oh, out of space. Brought down at the 10-yard line, and a nifty pickup after the grab on that one.
What a great play call offensively. Taking the shot, you flip the field, and now you better get those red zone play calls ready and dialed up.
The Longhorns come to the line after the big connection and going back to work. Arch Madness. The safe call on the wide receiver screen. That completion will take them inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. Georgia Tech spends its 2nd timeout. And now what will they come up with on this 2nd down play? Running inside. It's Smothers. Could not find a hole. This defense clogging up everything. It's 3rd and goal. The Yellow Jackets spend their 3rd and final timeout. The brain trust getting thoughts together for this big 3rd down coming up. This is a tough one. A 3rd and long from this part of the field. They can, though, pick up the 1st down. The offense changing the play. 3rd down from the gun, Manning. And here comes the heat, and they get home, and they get him at the 21.
That's a great play by this defense. It's hard when you go against a guy that's so good at the quarterback spot. He can make so many plays, but the defense understood that rep. Nice job getting to him, corralling him, getting him on the ground, and creating the big sack.
Splits the uprights right down the middle. And they'll push that lead out a little further.
I really like the decision by this offense because now they got to score 2 touchdowns. Time is not on their side. I can stay very, very conservative. Use that clock. I like the decision by this offense.
Number 96 set to kick this one away.
From inside his own 10, he'll try to help out their field position. He'll be stopped short of the 20-yard line on the return. They'll mark him at the 19. This drive will start from the 19-yard line. To the air, it's Mendoza. Fires on the move. That one never had a chance. Incomplete.
Got to give this defense a lot of credit because even down to the last seconds in this football game, we're seeing outstanding effort. QB taking a shot down the middle of the field. There's a defender swatting it away. They have had this quarterback's number all game long, and that's why they're winning this game.
They'll go back to the air on 2nd down. Under fire. Good little pickup there as he saw some daylight and got what he could. They're at their fastest tempo trying to get off this third down play. Looking to throw for it. He's taking a deep shot. Intercepted, and that is the last thing they needed. Might as well finish with a little flair. The defense comes up with a turnover, and they can take a knee if they choose from here on out.
Well, man, we've seen explosive offensive firepower all game long, and here we are late in an obvious passing situation trying to get this thing close. The big INT, finally the defense makes a play, and David, it looks like they just closed the door on this one.
Well, and you know, Mr. Quarterback, defense wins championships. And how do you seal a game? The defense coming up with a big moment. Yes, obvious passing situation. You know they're going to throw it. The big INT, and that might seal their fate.
Throws for the tight end. And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was not loose, and third down is coming.
Well, that looked like it was going to be a completion, but how about the defender making the hit and forcing the incompletion?
With the game in hand, the offense choosing to just have the quarterback take a knee. A strong, methodical, workmanlike effort from this team. No frills, just get the job done and get the win.
I love when you describe my teams like that. Just consistent, methodical, strong. I don't have to do things special every single week. All I'm supposed to do is get the W, and that's what they did.
And this is why practice is so important, guys. You can tell that this team was locked in way back earlier in the week. They watched the film. They got good looks in practice. They knew what to anticipate. They knew what looks they were going to see. And when those looks presented themselves, boy, oh boy, did they ever take advantage.
This has been a presentation of EA Sports College Football. For David Pollack, Jesse Palmer, and Holly Rowe, I'm Reese Davis saying goodbye, everybody.